Okay. Wake up, wake up. Reach up and just shift your weight side to side. Notice what that feels like. Notice where the weight is on your feet if you want to be on your toes, if you're on your whole foot. Maybe try going back on your heels and see what that feels like. It's a little weird. And then settle in center. Kind of center yourself over your feet. Big inhale, reach up and lean over. Press down into that outside foot. Let your spine curve as much as it can. And come up, and we'll go the other way. And come up, let's do that one more time. And go over. Big inhale, and then coming back to center, stretching it out and circling those shoulders. And reverse. 2, 3, 4, 6. Let's bring those hands down to our shoulders and keep those circles going. Bring those elbows all the way in and then all the way back. As much range of motion as you can squeeze out of those shoulders this morning. You do you. You don't have to try to copy me. Some things I do exceptionally well. You don't have to keep up. Some things I can hardly do, and I know you can do better. So you do you, and we'll all get there. Let's roll our shoulders. And noticing where the creaks and the crackles are. Checking in that there's no pain. Noticing if there's soreness from things that you've done the day before, like shoveling snow. Other workouts. Shoveling snow. Here we go. Okay, settling in. Bring our hands to our hips. And let's find that range of motion in the lower body. Let's do a couple more here. And turn them into big hula hoops. Oh no, I'm losing my voice again. This happened yesterday morning. And reverse. Nice. Notice where you've got any kinks, any hitches. And go to figure eights, nice and groovy, nice and smooth. Your knees pop, ankles pop. You can actually bend your knees, work into your ankles, get your calves moving. And we're going to reverse because we haven't yet. Sorry, I keep looking outside. My neighbor apparently just got a snowblower. They're supposed to clear the walkways for us, but when they don't get here, you got to do it yourself. Let's circle out your knees. And reverse. And we'll circle out the ankles. This is a good time. If you haven't already set your tracker, it's time to go. Circling in both directions. And on both feet. And circle both ways. Take your feet nice and wide. Let's go side lunge to side lunge. Let's get those adductors a little bit warmer because we've got some side lunges coming up later. Nice. Let's just hold on one side, just little pulses in and out of it. Don't force anything. Stretch through your glutes because you're pushing backwards, right? You're not pushing forward through your knees. Your knee goes forward, but really we want both, forward and backward motion. Knees forward, hips back. If you're just going knees forward and not feeling your hip muscles, you're going to wear out your knees really fast or feel it. And say, I hate side lunges because I always feel it in my knees. And let's go up and over. Wake up the glutes, wake up the adductors. Make sure you're going back into your hip. And then come back to center. We're going to keep our legs wide, turn our toes out, and sink down into the sumo squat. And again, you're getting more stretch in the adductors, but we're going to lift one heel up and then the other heel up. Doesn't matter what side you're on. Nice job. You're not moving your whole body. We're not going up and down. It's just the foot and the leg, not the whole body. Good. And then we're going to bring both heels up and hold and see if you can push back on your knees and straighten your arms. So you're creating a long spine. I know this is hard. You're pushing back on your knees. So you're spreading the legs and lengthening the spine until you can't stand it anymore. Everybody's up. Okay, I'm up too. Okay, let's twist it out. And then come back into a not so big straddle. Hands on knees. And let's do our shoulder drops. Let's talk about waking up our nervous system. Team, last one, hold, take a big breath in. Exhale, switch to the other side, inhale. Exhale, come back to center and roll it up. So let's do our movement before we do more ankles. So let's come down into our Russian dancers, up and down. 3, 4, sinking it down low, rounding, 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 and arching, arching, arching. This makes you dizzy. We're almost done. Hang out and wait for us. And one more, down and up. Adjust your tights because mine keeps sliding down. And let's prance. So kind of like what we were doing in that straddle position, but man, I'm getting a lot more pops this way. Couple more, 1, 2, let's come into first position. It's a lot of foot stuff we're working on today, so let's make sure the ankles and the feet are warmed up. We're gonna do releves. Glue your heels together, glue your legs together. 3, 4, let's go to 8. It gets harder to hold your legs together. And I lost count. One more. There we go. Okay, shake your legs out. What else is on our docket here? We're going to use our bands. You can find your loop band. Last week we did the star squats with the band around our knees. You're welcome to stay there if that felt good for you. Today, I think we're going to move down to our ankles and we'll keep them here for next week too. So it doesn't have to be the heaviest band you have. I guarantee your butt's going to feel it. No matter what band you're using. So we're going to start in this little hingy squat. So butt goes back, your knees are right over your midfoot. So you're right in that mid stance over your foot. And we're going to step out to the side. You're going to anchor yourself on one side. We're going to tap out for 5 to the side. And then we're going to go back on an angle for 5, as far back as you can take it. And then we're going to go straight back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If it helps to hold on to something while you're doing it, that's fine. The focus is working your hips. So let's go to side 2 and tap out. All the way to on that standing leg. Tap back. To an angle. I know it's frustrating when I say words and it doesn't match what you're seeing. 3, 4. Good. Shake it out, because we're going to do that one more time. Jumping right in. 5, 4. You are solid as a rock on that standing leg. Nothing is going to knock you over or move you. 4. And straight back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Woo. Settle down. Side 2, last time. 1, 2. Out on an angle through 5, 4, 3, 2. You can see why I didn't pull out the black band for this. Let's go all the way back. 3, 2, 1. So if you notice your hip wanted to pop out, this is a really great exercise. Stay mindful, keep that hip tucked in. We're going to keep working on it throughout the workout. You can take the band away. We're going to come into a hinge, but your hips are holding you, but they do that all day anyway. So let's come into our hinge bent over with our arms dangling down. And with purpose, I want you to pull your shoulder blades in and reach up or down. Pull your shoulder blades down. We're reaching up. 4 more. We're going to take our arms out to a wide position for 10. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to take them out to a T position, pinky up. 2, 3, 8, 9, 10. Make sure you're not hunching. And then we're going to do our scarecrow arms or upside down goalpost arms, whatever you want to call it. Take the tension out of your neck, pull your shoulders away from your ears. You're just going to rotate up and down with the hands, up and down. Your elbows stay at the same height. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I bet you didn't think your shoulders were going to get tired this early in the warm-up. Okay. I need to unlayer. And we're going to come down to the floor. We are going to do our, what are we doing? We're doing arm bar with lower body rolling, and then the Pec Minor Iso. So when you come down to the floor, you can grab a drink on the way. Bring some light weights for doing the isometric. I think, yeah, light weights, a couple of water bottles, a couple of cans of beans, whatever you got. And a medium weight, we're doing the arm bar with the roll. So clear as mud, we need one weight heavier for doing the rolling. We need lighter weights for doing the isometric. So coming down, this is the one where we before we put our weight up. Let's settle into the floor. Take a big breath in. Exhale, settle your back onto the floor. I just realized that I'm just talking out loud all the things I tell myself when I do a workout, but nobody else hears it when they see me. So settle your back down. Make sure your ribs aren't popped out. You don't have space to put your hand. Your pelvis might tuck under. That's a-okay. Whew. So from here, I want you to reach. And I want you to think about your back being heavy, but your arm pulling up. So your upper back is going to start feeling very broad. We're going to bring our knees up. Your opposite arm is out to the side, and we're going to twist opposite to where that hand is in the air. It's where the weight is. So let's go for 10 on each side. Not too fast. I want you to notice the stretch you're getting on the way down. And inhale, exhale, use your abs to pull yourself back up. The whole time, your shoulder is engaged. Your back is pretty heavy on the floor. I am not touching the floor with my knees. Let's do 2 more. This is 1. This is 2 because I was talking and not counting. But we did plenty. Here we go. Reset for side 2. Notice if it feels different. If your back can settle onto the floor faster, if you can reach and keep, that's the other side of your back, broad and open. So your shoulder blade is pulling to the outside and reaching, but your shoulder is engaged and strong. And we're going to rotate. And notice you may go down different distances each side. Go for that stretch. Inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way up. If you want a little more challenge, you can take your knees a little farther away. Give yourself a little bit more core work. 3 more. Keep reaching with that arm. We're done. Okay, so we're going to swap out that weight for our medium weights or little weights and stretch out on the floor. You can keep your knees bent with our arms spread out in a wide position behind us on the floor. Okay, so in this position, I want you to make sure, right now my back is pretty arched. I'm going to exaggerate. I'm going to exhale and pull it down. I'm going to try to concentrate on using my abs to hold that. But what we're really working on is our chest muscles. So in 3, 2, 1, we're going to lift those weights off the floor. I want you to think about squeezing your shoulder blades into the floor and letting your chest open up. So we're at 10 seconds. We're going to go for, I'll let you know when 30 happens. I'm going to go to 45 if I can. It's been a while since I've done this with the weight. You got this. Hang on there. So straight arms, lifting the weights. Chest is stretching, back is pulling down, opening up the chest. You're at 30. You have 10 more seconds. You only have to do this once. And 3, 2, 1. Weights down. Okay. So carefully roll yourself over. Get yourself up. And let's move on. So the workout we did in 2 parts. We're going to do it the same way today. We might turn that into a countdown workout next week so you can see how that works, give you new ideas for how to put things together, if that's your jam. We're going to start with slouchy squats. We're going to do scarecrows with light weights or no weights, depending on your shoulders. We're going to do the side lunge to overhead press and tricep kickbacks. So very arm centric, even when we're doing lower body, except for the slouchy squats. So I'm going to grab a drink. Slouchy squats. I'm going to start on my strong side so I give you a good demonstration again. Some of you, it's only the second time you're seeing it. Kickstand. My knees are together, hip width apart, so they're in line. My toe is just on the floor. We're going to inhale back. I want you to think about expanding into that low back. As you push your hips back, when your hips can't go back anymore, we're going to start squatting. And both legs are working down, 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 round, and come on up. This is only the first set. We're going to do it without weights and heels down. That should give you a clue what's coming next. Down, down, down. Up, up, up. I think we did 4 last time. We're going to do 4 this time because unilateral work just takes so long, and I want you to take these slow. I want you to feel your hip muscles working, your thigh muscles working, your calf muscles working. And so come all the way up to standing. So you're coming up, don't come up to here and say, okay, I'm going to go down again. All the way up till you're fully extended. We're switching sides. So kickstand, hinge, and lower. The only way to get stronger is to do the work. Hinge and lower. 2 more. Slow, 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 slow. And unfold yourself on the way out. If you need to touch the floor, it's not a sin. If I can touch the floor, you can touch the floor. With your hands, I need to get yourself back up. Okay. Scarecrows. Light weights, no weights. Medium weights, if you're feeling it. So you go a wee bit heavier. Okay. Starting like we're doing a lateral raise, elbows 90 degrees. Elbows up, rotate up, squeeze back, squeeze your shoulder blades, squeeze your chest, back to neutral, rotate down, and all the way down. That's 1. 2, rotate, back, forwards. And if any of this does not work for your shoulder, don't do that part of it. If all of it doesn't work for your shoulder, hang on. We won't be here for very long. 2. Maybe there's something that does work for your shoulders and we're not doing it today. That's okay. Back, forwards. This is 4. Down and in. 2 more. Up, back, forwards, neutral, down, and down. Notice we have 2 ups. Up and up, back, forwards, back, down. Is that 5 or 6? We can do 1 more. Up, back, or you can watch me. Your choice. Down, down. Okay. Shake it out. Let's stretch out. Just briefly. And you can do both sides if you're talented. Don't let the weights crash against each other. Roll it up. A little more shoulder work coming your way. Whatever you use for an overhead press, that's what we're going to use. We're going to keep our feet in a straddle this week like we did last week as we go into a side lunge. And we're going to stay on one side. The weight stays opposite to the side you're lunging. So it's a front rack over your shoulder. Sink it down into your side lunge, up and press. 2, 3, nice. 4, 6, 7, 8. Switching sides. Rack that weight. Sit down. Press it up. Up. Halfway there. Make sure you're not working only through your knee. Let your hip go back also, like we did in the warm-up. Beautiful. Now we have kickbacks. I don't know why I'm putting my weight down. I'm going to use the same weight. So you can arm rest anything. You don't need a bench for this. We're going to bring our arm up. We're going to go for 10 kickbacks, rotating your hand at the top, and then bringing it back down just to 90 degrees. So up, down to 90-degree elbow, and up. And when you're all done, you can also use your knee as a rest. And then you just go to the other side. When you're all done, shake it out, grab a drink, adjust your tights, adjust your room. We're going to go through things one more time. Take your hands out, shake your wrists out. So how can we make this a little different for week 2? We only have 3 weeks this month, so we don't have the usual progressions. So if you wanted to, you can keep it just the same, but if you wanted to, you could, with the slouchy squat, add some weight. Put a weight in each hand as you're going down and coming up. So I would suggest going light. There's a lot going on. So I just added 10 pounds. It's like making myself 10 pounds heavier for getting down on the floor and coming back up. So let's come into our kickstand. Hinge. Make sure your hip is holding you before you come down into that squat. We're going down, 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 and up, up, up. Feels a little different with weight, huh? All the way up. Extend that hip. Come down for number 2. Hinge, then squat. This is like a really very narrow, close split squat. You got your toes on the ground in the back, but they're working too. Let's do 2 more like this. Hinge. I'm liking how this feels, at least on this side. And 1 more. And up, up, up. So if you come up and your weights are still in front of you, you haven't come up fully. So that's a good check-in for you, okay? Kickstand on the other side. Hinge and lower, lower, lower. Like you're coming down to tie a little one's shoes. And then they said, ha, I have Velcro. Then you need to get up again. And it's okay if one side is a lot more wobbly than the other. And that's why we're working it. Good. Okay. Shake those legs out. I felt those 10 pounds. Okay. Not that these workouts are about weight loss or anything, but it always amazes me that people pick up weights and say, I can't believe I carried that much more around with me. Here we go. Up, up, down, down. And just imagine it's that much harder to add 10 pounds and work with it. Oh, I'm not doing the little squeezes. That's okay. We're not doing the squeezes this time. We're going to do more of these. 5. We have heavy chest presses coming. We're going to be kind to our chest. Good. Let's do 2 more. So just for future reference, when you're coming up, we're not lifting up. It's just a rotation in your shoulder. So you come to goalpost. So just for the future, next week, or whenever you come back to this again, find your weight for doing the side lunge. Next set is a lot on the floor. You have a lot to look forward to. Nice big straddle, or comfortable straddle for you. Sink it down, press it up. 2, good. 3, 4, 6, 9. Yes, we're doing more repetitions. Why? I have no, honestly, it's a Tuesday morning, it's early. We're just doing the workout. And up, let's go for 10. 2, it just kept going. I couldn't stop. 3, 4, 5, 8, and 10. You are going to keep going. I saw that. I saw that. Okay, kickbacks. Find the right weight for you. Get a little break, and then we move on to our second circuit of exercises. I think next week we will do this as a giant circuit. It makes it kind of fun. Up. 10 each side. And 10. When you get to 10, just go over to the other side. 2. Oops. Shake your arms out. Shake your legs out. Do the hokey pokey. That's what it's all about. Grab a drink. We'll take a minute. Our second round has our front step downs. chest press, a heel elevated bridge. Really get your hamstrings, and bicycle crunches and windshield wipers. We'll see how the time goes. If you have a step to set up, use this time to set it up, because that's what we're starting with. I don't know if I'm being brave or being stupid, but I increased the height of my step by 2 inches. So it's more like it's 6 inches, a little closer to a standard step on a flight of stairs rather than a 4-inch step. But you do you. If you're struggling with getting the coordination between your knee and your hip and all these muscles to work together, stay low until you're confident that you can lower yourself and lift yourself. And yes, you can absolutely have a wall or something to hold on to. So just like the slouchy squats, you're going to hate me this afternoon. Hinge back, use your leg to lower, and then push through that foot on the step to lift yourself up. It's okay if you don't touch down. Take it as far as you're comfortable. We're going to do about 6 on each side. Or why I don't care if you're holding on to something is because this is not so much a balance challenge as a strength challenge. Your hips going straight back. We're not hiking. I want you to have good form. Switching sides when we get to 6. If you want to see bad form, no, I'm not going to turn around. Bad form is when your ribs and your hips get closer together and your hips go winging out side to side. We want that going straight back. Coming out. It's okay if that standing leg, if your heel comes up. That's kind of natural when you're going down a flight of stairs, right? Your weight shifts from your heel to your toes. Good. And when we're done, I'll step a little bit out of the way. Find your weights for doing chest press. The weight is your choice. I'm going heavy. I'm going to do a little fewer weights because I'm trying to build myself. In this class, I think going for 10 reps is good. If you're also building your strength, go 8 to 10 reps. If you've got lighter weights, then go 10 to 12 reps. We'll probably get there finish at about the same time. So I'm going to come down on the floor, change the camera so you can see more of me. First thing we do, of course, is settle in. So if you're going heavy, the weights are on either side of you. Lie down between them. Check that your back is settled into the floor before you bring the weights up. Whoop. Got them a little too close to me. And check in with your back again. And let's go. If your weights are really light, you might want to do 15 or slow down. Add a pulse at the bottom like we did last week. Perfecto. Carefully move the weights out of the way. We're doing heel elevated bridges, so we're staying on the floor. Last week, I used my step. You can keep your step low. You can use a chair. You can use a bench. You can use a footstool. You can use whatever works for you. The idea is still the same. It's just going to feel different depending on how high your heel is. And how you lift is going to feel. How high you lift is going to be different. How it feels is going to be different. But I want you to dig your heels in. Settle your back down, dig your heels in. Inhale to prepare, exhale. Lift up as high as you can and roll it down. Make sure you're not lifting with your back. 2. We're going to 10. 6, 7, 8. You might be feeling this more by your knees. That's okay. The last 2, we're going to go up and hold. Pull that heel in towards your butt. Make your hamstring work. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Breathe. We're going to do that one more time. Lift. Drag those heels in and hold. For 3, 2, 1, and down. Bring your knees in. Let those hamstrings lengthen. Let your back relax. And thank goodness for lightweight benches. We're going to go right into our wipers. So do you have floor space for this? This is when my floor gets so full of toys, I don't know where I am anymore. So we're going to go side to side. Shoulders stay on the floor. If your shoulder wants to come up, you got to control your legs. They're not falling. Do one more set. Okay. And then they wiggle around. We're going to do our bicycle crunches, slow and controlled. Hands behind the head just to support your head, not to crank on it. Elbows stay out to the side. Imagine you got a nice soft pillow back there. You're relaxed. Knees are up. And we're going to reach one shoulder towards that knee. Then the other shoulder towards that knee. It's not a big movement. We're not trying to get your elbow to your knee. Elbow to ceiling maybe, but not to your knee. Let's do 4 more each side. And 8. Good. Move your knees in. Everybody's hair is all over the place. Check your floor space, that you got enough room. We are going to give you 30 seconds. And it's snowing again. That was a very brief break between storms. We're going to go through that one more time. We can do it. So 6 step downs to each side. Chest presses. Heel elevated bridges. Bicycle crunches. Windshield wipers. And then we stretch. Okay. Less talking, more action. Change the camera. So, forward step down. My hip's not going out, it's not hunching up. Straight back. Everything is in alignment. And notice I'm not pushing off my other leg to come back up. See if you can do that too. If your foot is going down to the floor, that is. 2. 4. Okay. You're done with the step. Let's grab our weights. Chest press, we're going to be on the floor the rest of the class. So your range, if you're going heavy, 8 to 10, medium, 8 to 12. You're super light, slow it down, add a pulse, go to 12. Whatever weights you're using, put them down carefully. Let's find what you're going to use for a bridge. Now I've rearranged my room. I have to find my bench again. Here we go. I like this workout, but I wasn't thinking about how to organize my space when I wrote it. Here we go. So heels dig in. The back of your leg is lifting you up. So 3, 2, 1. Let's lift and lower, digging those heels in. The back of your legs are controlling your body's movement. You're doing 8 of these. You're all done. Have your knees in, your straight legs in, your hamstrings a stretch. We went out of order last time, so we can go back into order this time. It's your workout. We can do it any way you want. Right, nothing's set in stone. Let's do our bicycle crunches first. So knees up. Your feet are doing this. You can take them down as low as you want. But what I care about is that you're not hiking on your neck. You've got a tennis ball between your chin and your chest, keeping that space. And going for 16 total, 8 on each side. Little lift of the shoulder off the floor. And 16. And when you're all done, have your knees in. Thank your back. Make little circles with your knees. We're not done yet. Those windshield wipers. If you want to do it with your knees bent, that's okay. You can do them like this, or you can do them straight leg. Whatever feels better to you right now. You come down to one side and go to the other. Remember, you're not letting your shoulders leave the floor. Rotation is thoracic rotation, but your legs are moving. And if you decide the straight leg is too much, come back into bent knee. and circle it out. Nice work this morning. Let's start with a crescent stretch. So we're going to stretch our legs long, our arms overhead. And wiggle your legs forward, shimmy your shoulders back. I don't care what your spine is doing. If it's arched up, it's doing what it's doing. We're going to walk our feet over to the right and then our hands over to the right. So we're in a little bit of a crescent shape. Big breath in, letting the left side of your body stretch. And then coming back to center and taking everything over to the left. So feet first, as far as you can, then your arms. Big breath in. Let the right side of your body get a big stretch. Take some deep breaths here. And then let's come back to our pencil stretch. Bend your knees. Just gently take your knees side to side. Your arms can be wherever they're comfortable. And then settle back in center. Settle your back onto the floor. Bring one ankle. Let's stay on the same side. Bring your left ankle onto your right knee. And we're going to butterfly that left knee towards your chest and away from your body. And then we're going to keep that knee pressed out and twist to the right. So your hip is staying open. You're not closing your knee to the floor. Your knee is pushing towards whatever is in front of you. We're going to hang out here about 10 more seconds before we come back up. And let's bring that leg up. Reach behind your right thigh and pull it in towards you. And you can use your elbow to push your left leg away, or you can use your left hand to push your left thigh away. Or you can just hold on to your right thigh with both hands and enjoy that stretch. 10 more seconds here. And to go deeper, we are just going to slide your left knee over your right and hug both legs in, twisting a little bit to the right. See if you can relax through your glutes. Notice where you're holding tension. Relax those muscles, twist a little bit more, relax a little bit more, let them stretch. We're going to hold this for a while because we worked them really hard today. Okay, 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg comes down and we switch sides. So butterfly. Right knee is going out and back towards your chest, away from you. And we're going to reach behind your left thigh. Woo! Right hip is tight. And see if you can relax that right hip. Maybe it doesn't want to be pushed away from you anymore. And we're going to hang out here about 15 more seconds. See if you can relax, relax, relax. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your left foot down. We're going to twist to the left, keeping that knee pressed away from you. So we're opening up the front of your hip this time. Hold it here. And then come up, we're gonna cross right knee over left, both legs in. Oh boy, and twist a little bit more. So if you were wondering, it's normal to have one hip a little bit tighter than the other because we have one dominant side. It's always good to stretch just a little bit more, see if you can relax those muscles a little bit more in your right hip. And then come back to center. And we're going to roll it up. Come into half kneeling. So squeezing the bum on the back leg. We're going to come forward and we're going to add a shoulder stretch. Pull your shoulder away from your ears, pull it down and across. I like these nice long stretch holds. Okay. And then stretch that front leg forward and hinge just a little bit. See if we can get a hamstring stretch. I'm looking up, I'm looking at the clock. Or at you. Clock's over there. And come up. Let's switch sides. Half kneeling stretch. Take one arm across. Keep pushing into that hip stretch. Let's work hard. Arm is just a dead weight here. This arm is supporting it. And come out of it. Let's come up to standing. Just roll your shoulders a little bit. There's a lot of shoulders today. And chest. Let's take your hands behind your back. Roll your shoulders back and down. And then lift up. Taking your feet nice and wide. Let's come into a forward fold. And then drop down into ragdoll. Let your arms relax, go side to side. And then roll it up. And we are all done. Time to put the toys away. Good work this morning. I'll see you next time.